Hello, welcome. I just wanted to hop on and do a little video. So my makeup's not very good today. I've had a very spiritual day. Spirit's been contacting me a lot today. And I just suddenly got an urge to just do a quick video today. Twin flame soulmate support. Now, normally when I do a twin flame soulmate support video, it's live. And then I do free readings with it, but I just haven't got time to do that today. But yeah, I wanted to just hop on and just quickly talk about Twin Flame Soulmate, because I haven't done any support sessions for Twin Flame Soulmate for ages. And I know it is something that a lot of you are going through or have been through. So when I was walking Gilbert earlier, it just come into my mind about the Twin Flame. And basically, you've got these different levels of experiences that you go through, and what you've got generally is, this is what I've been shown by Spirit, is that you experience a narcissistic relationship, okay? And it's usually somebody who is treating you badly, right? And that could even be maybe a family member. You know, like you might have a dad or somebody who's narcissistic, basically you experience that connection. Then the next connection you experience will be your twin flame. Now, if you, and I want to say, prior to the, now, it could be at the same time you're going through the narcissistic connection, because if your narcissist person is a family member, at the same time you may be in a codependent relationship, okay? So the first sort of connection that they bring up is the codependent one, right? And that, again, that could even be with a friend, where you're very codependent with a friend. It doesn't have to be a lover, right? But because these are just energies, these are just energetic relationship phases. So this is what Spirit was explaining to me, that you have your codependent situation where you're overly dependent on someone and they're overly dependent on you. You have a narcissistic connection where you're sort of getting abused, basically, right? Now, after that, you experience your twin flame. Now, I know this sounds weird, but you are actually quite lucky to experience your twin flame, okay? And this is what, when I was walking Gilbert, I don't know why Spirit put this in my head. But I think it is important, because I did do a video on, you know, getting out of your twin flame hell, or coping with your twin flame hell, because it does feel like hell. And I'm going to do more videos like that, because, you know, I really do want to raise awareness around the twin flame, because it really is hell. And I mean, going through a narcissistic situation with a family member, a friend or a lover, the narcissistic relationship is, oh, well, it's kind of worse than hell, really. I don't know, it's just abuse, isn't it? But the twin flame is hell in my mind, and it needs to come to a close. And I don't like to see anybody in this horrible limbo. This horrible sort of like long drawn out scenario with a twin flame. And there are tarot channels and whatever channels about twin flame that I cannot stand, really. I've watched them on and off, and I sometimes get drawn back to them, because obviously my energy fluctuates just the same as yours. You know, we're all on this awakening journey, and we do regress a little bit and then we step forward a bit, blah, 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 blah. But the twin flame is hell, because you're basically not really supposed to be with that person. I'm sorry, but you're not. And there are people that say that you can end up with your twin flame. I really don't think that is the case. I can only speak for what I experienced and what I am taught by Spirit. And your twin flame is a really good, it is hell, but it's a really good experience to go through, as long as you don't allow it to run and run and run. You know, and the tendency is to allow it to run and run and run, because it's your twin flame, it feels so much part of you. But the thing is, the twin flame is a good experience in the sense that if you reach a point in your life where you meet your twin flame, it's a sign from spirit that you are experiencing more of your awakening journey in this lifetime than you have in previous lives, because the twin flame will coincide with a period of time where you go through your shadow work, okay? Intensive shadow work. And by that I mean all of your suppressed, hidden stuff, shame, denial, sexual things, all stuff like that, you know, exploring all these different parts of yourself starts to arise. Lots of pain body will come up. All of your depression or anger will start coming to the surface, and it will be like every day you're just treading mud, because more and more and more pain body and more shadows come up. And when I was going through that experience, you know, it was hell, and that, you know, and that's the other side of the twin flame hell, because it is basically your shadow work time. But I wanted to say that, to look at it as a good thing. If you've gone through your twin flame and you're still in it now, it is a sign from spirit that you have chosen this incarnation, or not that you've chosen it either, because it's God, spirit is the doer. Now the higher power is the doer, and because of your karmas from a past life, you were chosen in this life that you was going to awaken more fully. And the twin flame is part of your shadow awakening journey. Your twin flame is part of you. They're the shadow part of you, if you like, and then you're the shadow part of them, and that's why you sort of attract each other, but then you repel each other, because, you know, say for example, your twin is very cold and avoidant, but you're the more anxious, needy, and then you pull together, you see. So you're mirroring each other, the different aspects, but you are one sort of energy. And once you mirror to each other and you learn what twin is trying to teach you, and you embody those qualities, your twin just drops away. And that's where these channels kind of get people stuck, really, because you know, until you can embody those aspects of your twin that they've been showing to you, you're going to be stuck in that twin flame hell, and it will just prolong. But, you know, hopefully most people do come out the other side of the twin flame, and hopefully it doesn't last like 10 years or something ridiculous, because I really don't like the thought of anyone going through that. But it is a good sign, really, to meet your twin flame, because what you've got to realise is a lot of people in this lifetime won't ever meet their twin flame, because they'll just never get to that point in their awakening. And they'll be stuck in either narcissistic relationships, or they'll be stuck in codependency relationships. So the twin flame is a really good sign that you're taking your spiritual growth further in this lifetime, and you're, you know, because you've got to go through that shadow part phase in order to awaken more deeply to self. And other channels do talk about that the twin flame is kind of part of your journey in terms of awakening back to self. So now your twin flame could be someone that you only met, and perhaps you didn't even have sex with them. Perhaps you were just kind of friends, or there was chemistry and attraction, but you never actually did anything with it. But it's a good sign, because it just means that you are entering your shadow work phase, and that is definitely a good thing, because we need to uncover our shadows in order to purge, in order to then transcend, you know, the physical karmas. And so, yeah, I wanted to explain that to you because, well, Spirit kind of basically told me to this morning. And I thought, well, it is useful, because obviously we're a collective frequency on this channel, and I talk about it all the time, like you're my fam, my soul fam. And you know, and I don't mean that in a cliched way, like I literally mean it is the truth. It's just, it is what it is, you know. And I know where I've had Spirit very close to me this morning, and they've finally shown me something about my life, which I've been asking, because I've literally, for love nor money, I've not known what to do for the last year and 3 months. It's like they've finally shown me today lots of information. And thing is, I knew that that's a sign for you, because if you watch this channel regularly and you definitely resonate with it, because not obviously a lot of people that come on might not, but those of you that do, I know it's a sign for you, the fact I've been given this sign. So basically, you sort of have your codependency and your narcissistic abusive relationships, and then you get your twin flame, and that's your shadow work phase, where you're getting to uncover all the stuff that's below the surface within you. It all has to come out so that you can sort of, you don't have to purge it all out, because otherwise you'll just be purging and purging forever, but you just have to get it to a manageable level where you can then start to detach from the pain body. You can start to detach from the addictions and the physical bondage, if you like, as they call it in consciousness. So once you transcend that, you're coming back to self, and you're starting to connect more easily with yourself. It's hard to connect with yourself, the I am, when you've got a lot of pain body, you see, because it's so painful to be in yourself. You actually just want to be out in the matrix, and you want to be in addictive attachments like the twin flame to numb all that physical pain. So that's how the twin flame finds you. It is part of the awakening to bring out all this stuff. That's why they trigger you a lot, but then you have to kind of draw it to a close, and you have to kind of realize it for what it is, that person is just mirroring aspects that you now need to embody. So if they're being really cold, or they're being very overly boundaried, or they're being quite overly assertive, it's just a mirror that they said tarot spirit is trying to show you, look, you need to be more boundaries, you need to be more centered, you need to be more assertive in your own life. Once you work on all those qualities, rather than just getting addicted to the twin flame attachment, you start to embody those qualities of your twin flame. Your twin flame will be taken away from you. Now, once your twin flame gets taken away from you, it's really important to accept that, because they're not there anymore, you know? It's just the way it is. And if you can work through that, and if you need help, remember, you can book in, because I do tarot readings, and I can do that with you, but we can do talking like this as well, right? Because sometimes you just get blocks in the road where it's like, shit, I just can't see my way through this. So then as you sort of, I've got to go because I've got to go and pick my little girl up, but I'm just trying to rush this a little bit. So sorry, but it's kind of coming to an end, and let's keep it short anyway. Once you've embraced that and accepted that, and you move it through, I mean, it's painful and it does take time. You've allowed the twin flame to be, gone. The next relationship you'll have is the soulmate. That will be the next relationship. So, and I can talk to you more about soulmate in the next video, or at some point soon. Okay, so that's the message. Twin flame hell, yes it is, but it is also a really good sign that this incarnation you're going much deeper into self, the true self, and you're being given lots of experiences to basically move away from the false self. Now the soulmate will actually help you do even more of that work, but that, like I said, I'll do that more in the next video. So anyway, lots of love and peace, and if you want to book in, do contact me. And also I am doing that more affordable reading now for £20 English pounds. Great British pounds, but anyway, lots of love and peace.